Abraham Lincoln, during his presidency, made a remarkably relevant statement for us today, it seems to me. He said this, "At what point shall we expect the approach of danger? Shall we expect some transatlantic military giant to step the ocean and crush us at a blow? Never. All the armies of Europe, Asia, and Africa combined could not by force take a drink from the Ohio River or make a track on the Blue Ridge in a trial of 1,000 years. At what point then? At what point then is the approach of danger to be expected? I answer, if it ever reaches us, it must spring up amongst us. It cannot come from abroad. If destruction be our lot, we must ourselves be its author and finisher. As a nation of free men, we must live through all time or die by suicide." Now, I would not suggest that we are approaching suicide, national suicide at this day. But I would say we have a weak and encumbered administration. We are leaderless at this point as far as our enemies are concerned. Our president has said that he sees the mission, he has voiced the mission, declared the mission to be the degrading and the destruction of ISIS. And yet, as he has said that, his Secretary of State, John Kerry, has said, now this is not war. This is simply an aggressive anti-terrorist operation. And that kind of ambiguity has decimated the so-called coalition that the president is supposed to have against ISIS. The UK, the British, Germany, Turkey, even the Arab countries are really non-committal as far as to what they're going to do. This is a tragedy because our own defense is challenged at this point. We have jihadists in this country as we speak. We have jihadists who have gone to join ISIS. They're jihadists even in Israel, we're told. And what about Israel? Well, I would suggest to you that Israel will likely not become involved in some kind of aggressive action against ISIS unless their own borders are breached, unless their own citizens are threatened, unless their survival is at stake. And then, of course, they will become involved. And ISIS will not survive against Israel. Will we survive? Hopefully we will. But I think we need to take Abraham Lincoln's observation very seriously in these days. What about God's people? I would suggest that the prayer of Asaph, the closing words of the prayer of Asaph in Psalm 83 are appropriate for us today. This is how Asaph prays. Make them, make ISIS, make jihadists, make our enemies, those against the Judeo-Christian ethic. Make them like tumbleweed, O my God, like chaff before the wind. And as fire consumes the forest, or a flame sets the mountains ablaze, so pursue them with your tempest and terrify them with your storm. Listen to this. Cover their faces with shame, so that men will seek your name, O Yahweh. May they ever be ashamed and dismayed. May they perish in disgrace. Let them know that you, whose name is Yahweh, that you alone are the Most High over all the earth. That's our prayer. That's my prayer. I hope it's your prayer. It's only as God demonstrates His power, His authority over those who oppose Him, that we will see success. That may be a long time in coming. We may continue to experience, we will continue to experience the wrath of man. before the wrath of God sets the record straight. Till next week, Ode Key of Oshilo, or until Messiah comes, Yivarech Yahweh. Yahweh bless you and yours.